Do you think now the two of you will ever give up smoking?
I don't think so.
That's bad for your health.
I don't think so. I don't agree with that.
Do you not?
I like a cigarette. It eases the stress.
And what's the stress?
Stress of life.
Are you a bit young to be engaged?
Well, my mother wasn't too happy at first, but I think we're deeply in love and we have to be happy.
And is he your age or is he older?
No, he's 23.
And you're only about 17, I suppose?
I'm 18.
18, okay.
Yeah.
That's another thing with smoking that is bad for your baby, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but I know a lot of people that smoked during pregnancy and they came across no problems, so keep going.
Of course, you'll be a mother by the time you marry, won't you?
Yeah,
right.
I will be.
Was it planned, your pregnancy?
No, it wasn't.
I remember years ago they used to say, oh, there's no contraception, etc., you know, and it's no wonder people have accidents. But I mean, these days there is contraception.
Yeah, and it's against my religion. It's against my religion as well. I'm practicing Catholic and I don't really agree with it myself.
If you'd been abiding by your religion, you wouldn't have got pregnant in the first place outside of wedlock, would you?
No, I don't think so.
So Willie, when you were brought up in this house, your dad was a matchmaker then, huh?
He was, yeah, he was. He had done quite a bit of it now, I suppose, not maybe as much as I was doing, but he was very busy at that time because, I mean, there was no telephones, of course, and there was no electricity, or there was no motor cars, so I suppose it was more, it would be more focused on horse fairs, cattle fairs, and places like that, you know, that they'd meeting places, maybe funerals, maybe weddings. It's just where people would be going and visiting.
Are you married now?
No, I'm not married now, but I was married for like 25 years, so I suppose it's a good, people say to me, you know, it's funny being a matchmaker and you're single yourself, but I suppose it isn't everyone that should have 8 children and be married for 25 years. It's still a good recommendation, like, it's enough. It's a quarter of a century being married now. It isn't a half century like a lot of people are, but maybe I might be married again for another quarter of a century at some stage. That'll make up the half century. I'm optimistic, which is something, you know. It's like that song, Once in a While Along the Way, Love's Been Good to Me. I think, is it an Elvis Presley song, you know? Yeah. I have been a rover, I have walked alone, hitched 100 highways, never found a home. But still in all I'm happy, the reason is you see, once in a while along the way, love's been good to me. I think this Elvis Presley sing that or somebody. Like I have 6 daughters, so they'd often say, you know, I'd say, you're alright, don't worry, I'll get some old fella for you sometime. If they were doing a lot of talking about boys and boyfriends and stuff, I'd say, oh, you can relax, I'll find some old fella for you sometime, you know. And of course their answer would be, you needn't bother, we'll find our own fellas, like, you know. And so they always seem they do that. They'll find their own fellas, like, you know. This is my son Henry.
Did you get me a wife? Did you get me a wife? Did you?
I'm getting you a wife, Henry. Henry wants to meet a woman now that's into surfing, and singing and swimming.
Suffering.
Do you surf? Suffering or surfing?
Suffering and surfing.
And surfing. I suppose he's looking for a good-looking woman to mind the house and look and do a little bit of cook and other. He eats, so you eat out a lot, Henry. Henry eats out.
It's hard to get a woman these days that are doing cooking now because you see they're all so domesticated to drinking and their social life.
So what would be the perfect woman for you?
Nice ass, good personality. You tell them about the love and
all that. Don't forget, Henry, it's happiness you need now, not just happiness and good and love. Love can be very daunting for people sometimes, and I think it's nice that it's a rich man's problem. You know, when people are poor, love is wonderful, and they don't have a lot of money, they don't have a lot of wealth, they don't have a lot of property, but they have love. And like love kind of beats everything, you know, if you have love, you have everything. You know, you're a king really in your standing. Your house is like a little palace because you're happy inside in your home, you know. But I find that in the recent times where people have become more affluent and more opulent, we'll say, and kind of better off financially, that they're a little bit afraid of love. Love has become threatening to them.
Who would you tell Willie to find for you?
Somebody that's kind, generous, good sense of humour, laid back. Looks are a bonus, but they're not everything.
The festival is about, it's called a matchmaking festival, and of course that is true, but a very big aspect of it is about dancing from 11 o'clock in the morning till 2 o'clock every day for 5 weeks.
What are you
Somebody
like?
I can talk to. Really great, totally great. The best.
There's people who come all the time, and it's a bit disenchanting when you go to the festival. There'd be a man or a woman. All of a sudden, if there's a man, you know, where there's no women, where he's coming from, at the festival there's a good lot of women. And sometimes they just get so lost for that week or 2 weeks, they get lost in the abundance of women. And the next thing, the festival is over, and all of a sudden there's, Jesus, I'm on my own again. Another year ticks over, and then of course you have some of them that just wait for that 12 months. They wait for it, for the view that that is such a big event for them, that they have such opportunity of meeting women, and they wouldn't come to me. I mean, they wouldn't come to me at all. They do their own business, many people, you know. They go off there and they dance all the time, and they meet women, meet fellas. And they might, as maybe 20 years later, they'd come up to me sometimes. The other day now a man approached me, he'd been going about 20 years, and I said, Jesus, this year I must go to you, Willie. He says, you must find a woman for me this time, he says. I said to myself, that's unusual now, but I'll be honest with you, all my life, I think what's important in life is love and happiness.
A poor old Dicey Riley, now she's taken to the sun. Poor old Dicey Riley, now she'll never give it up. She's off each morning to the pub, and then she'll sing for another mix-up, and the heart of the roll is Dicey Riley. She walks along.
I'm a regular customer here. I drink a few pints every night. 7 days a night, 7 nights and 7 days a week, and that's about what I have to say about myself. I like women, and I'd even like yourself that's in the camera much.
So what is your favourite story from when you've gone to the festival?
My favourite story was when I got to the festival was with him. What was it? What was it?
Oh Jesus, I'm fucked up.
Jesus,
I'm the most ugliest looking person you ever seen.
What about my body?
Oh, so look at that.
Jesus, my body. And I love you.
Your cotton's in the bed there.
And have you gone to the festival? Liston Barnum Matchmaking Festival?
I didn't need to go up there. I didn't need to go up there.
Why not?
I got up alone in Limerick City. Unfortunately. She's a good girl. She's alright. And I've 3 sons, 2 daughters and 2 grandkids. And I'm proud of every one of them. No, you can cut it off now.
In September, the first I'm coming with my mother here for the festival. So maybe she'll make a match.
And how old's your mum?
My mum is, I don't know. I don't even know if she would tell me that, you know. I don't know. She, I think she's in her about 57, 56, 57. Yeah. And she's divorced. She's beautiful, very nice, you know, small, very kind, very lovely person, you know. She's too good, in fact, too good for this earth, you know. But she's she's going to come with me and we're going to see how we get on. You know.
Have you travelled
We're going to
together?
put our fate in Willie's hands. There you go.
Brother Roll is dicey Riley. Dicey Riley.